Hi guys, this is Allison Pryor, and today I'm going to show you how to paint these big old boulders. So these boulders will go really nice in some of your paintings, especially with rivers and the forest, and I'm probably going to do a painting like that, including these boulders a little later down the road. But today, let's see if we can get some easy steps to painting these beautiful big boulders. So let's get started. So what you need for this painting today is your primary colors of red, yellow, and blue, and some green, brown, black, and white. That's all you need. And you can use your ultramarine blue and your cad red, cad yellow, sap green, burnt umber, black, and white. And that's all you need. That's all you need for my paintings anyway. But you can certainly use whatever colors you want, as long as there's some blue, some red, greens, browns, and yellows, and it's okay for it to be any color because it gives more character to your paintings. And the brushes I'm using, I'm going to use some Sable brushes, nice soft. Well, they're not soft; they spring back, but these are not the bristle; these are Sable or synthetic, and that's just a size 2 or. They all have different sizes, so it's just a small. And I also have this filbert brush. It's a bigger one. It's like size 10, but like I say, they're all different sizes. But you can see by the look of it here that it's fairly big. I also have a liner brush here. So you need a liner brush. If you have a chiseled edge brush, you don't need a liner brush. But anyway, we'll use the liner brush. And we also have a bristle brush, and that's only a small one. You could use any size, small, medium, or large, and that's it. So let's get some paint on there now. Liner brush. If you have a chiseled edge brush, you don't need a liner brush, but anyway, we'll use the liner brush. And we also have a bristle brush, and that's only a small one. You could use any size, small, medium, or large, and that's it. So let's get some paint on there now. Okay, let's get some color on the canvas there now. Actually, it's just a watercolor paper, and it's 11 by 14. So I'm just going to put together some dark colors just for the background to lay the rocks on. Some blue and black and brown. Okay, just so it's not pure black. Alright, there we go. So just take that on your big old filbert brush or flat brush, it doesn't matter, because we're just going to make somewhere to put the rocks. Okay, so I'm just going to make one big old place to put our rocks. So just fill that in with some color. Don't need to be fussy at this point. Just make it a bit round so that we're going to have round rocks. It'll help you keep in the rock mode. There we go. If you're done, I'm going to do I think I'm going to do a really nice forest kind of scene with a river with all these big old boulders. I think that'd be nice. I might try that. I think I'll try that. But I want you to do some individual subjects, like the waterfall, 3 easy steps to a waterfall, 3 easy steps to rocks, 3 easy steps to tree. You know, if you do things individually, you will learn faster. You won't be as frustrated because when you go to do a painting, you'll know what to do. And you won't be frustrated. So there we go. Now we got our background started. Now what we'll do is we'll go to our smaller Sable brush, or synthetic, and I think we'll just add a bit of white to that dark color that we made. Let's just add a bit of white to that, okay? Just to grey it up a bit. Oh, I got green in it, that should be nice. It's okay, put some green in it. Now touch and make circles. Just go round and round and round in circles. Nice big round circle. And we'll shape them up as we go along. But right now I just want you to get some circles in there so you'll have some idea some idea where the rocks are going to go. There we go. Good. And we'll put circles where you want your rocks. One right here. Maybe a smaller one here. Make them different sizes. Another one here. We go outside so we can... Okay. Another one here. Smaller one here. Just these circles. That's all you need to do. So I'm just pushing in to make circles. I'm even coming outside the line. And I'm going to round the circle, make a smaller one here. And here. Maybe a smaller one here. Maybe one outside here. Maybe a small one here. So I'll just make a few small ones. And that's it. You got your rocks started. Now while the paint is still wet, if it dries out, you just add more paint to it. But while it's still wet, let's add a bit of white to that dark color that we made. Because we're going lighter now. I'm just going back in with some white. Lighten it up. We may do a couple of highlights. So just go on the very top of that rock. Make it lighter so you can see it. Let's get it a bit lighter so you can see it, but you don't have to go this light if you don't want to. So just leave that one. Go on this top of this one. Top of this one. Top of this one. And we'll just do those couple first, because if they dry on you won't be able to spread them out. Clean off your brush with a tissue. Swipe your tissue, your excess paint off on your tissue, and start moving that around so you get the shape of the rock. We'll leave some dark. See? Move this one around. Just leave the top and just move around the bottom of the, just scrub it around. We're just trying to get some shapes and bring the rocks out. Big old boulders. If it starts to dry on you, scrub it really hard. Move it around. There we go. And this one. If it dries on you, just put more paint on there. Just wet it. Wipe off your brush and then just start moving it around. There we go. Good. A cells couple. So let's add more paint to the rest of them. Just add some white paint to your base color to brighten it up. There we go. And now we're going to go in here as one. Here's a rock. There's another one. There's another one. And there's another one. Clean off your brush and your tissue. And just move it around. Just scrub at it. Move it around. Just so we can get that shape. And then we'll do the other one. Good. Some of the rocks might be a little lighter than others. But that's okay, because we'll go back over some of them. All we want to do right now is just move the paint around so that you got lights and darks. And you got a shape of a rock. See? Simple. Let's do some more. I'm going to add a bit of green this time. Just to get a bit of color in there. There we go. Good. Just going to go right to the top. The top edge. Down around the back if you want to. Okay, so we'll take our brush and clean it off a little. And we'll move this paint around. See that? Just scrubbing it in. That way you'll get some shapes without having to work too hard. Your painting brush will do that for you. as long as you put it on top and then you work around. Let's try another one. I'm going to try some red this time. Red. I'm just mixing that in with the colors I just made. And here we go. I see one there, and there, and there. I just skipped over one. I'm going to put a different color. Wipe off your brush and move it around. See, when you move it around, you don't have much paint on your brush, so the darks come through. There we go. Scrub, 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 scrub. Okay, now we're going to do some more. So let's go with blue this time. I'm going to add some color to your rocks, to some of them. So, some blue and some white. I'm going to put that one here. Good. Wipe off your brush. Take the excess paint off and then just rub it around. Scrub it around. Scrub, scrub, scrub. Good. Now we got some rocks. Okay, so now let's repeat. So we'll put some white into some of those colors that we made. Pick any colors you want. If you've got some reds, yellows, greens, just plain gray, it's up to you. So we'll just do a little bit of a lighter top. I'm going to start with this one. Here we go. And I'll do this one down here. I'm just picking them at random. And then I'm going to clean my brush off. I'm not doing a bunch at one time because the paint will dry and won't be able to spread it out. See, because our acrylics dry really fast. So we'll just get that top. Then we'll just smooth out the rest of the paint. Get your top and smooth out the rest of the paint. Good. We'll do another one. Let's go back here. Make a different shape, a little bit of a different shape. Clean off your brush and scrub it around. Just to fill in. See how they're starting to come to life? Now let's go with some more paint. Like go a little bit of reddish, pinkish color. Good. And cleaning off my brush and moving it around. There we go. Just scrubbing it around to give it a soft edge. See? Good. Now, let's keep going. Let's see. Let's go on the top of this one here. Flatten it out a little bit. Wipe off your brush and move it around. So that's all you have to do, really. Just put some white tops on there and then move it around. Dry off your brush and then scrub it on. And make all kinds of really nice shapes. Acrylic paints dry pretty dark, so you have to keep adding layers of lighter paint sometimes. Sometimes. I'm just cleaning off my brush and moving it around. Soften up the edges. That way you get some shadows and different shapes. Good. Maybe there's some smaller ones in here. We'll just grab a couple inside here, just so we won't have too much of an empty space. Good. And then we'll highlight this one. Clean your brush off, move it around. So depending on how much of a highlight you want, add more white than the color that you're using. And move it around. You're getting all these really nice rocks, big old boulders. There we go. Good. So you want some, maybe a brown one. It's brown paint and some white. And you add some white to a bit of brown, burnt umber. And then you can add some here. Good. Don't forget to clean your brush. Good. I'm going to throw a few inside here. That was a bit too bright. And some smaller ones inside. Smaller ones, little circles. Little circles. You can make some littler circles bigger. Fill in the space. So, I get some lighter paint. Go on the tops, make them round looking. And that way, then you can spread the paint around. Good. So now you have some in between, so it doesn't look so empty. This one can probably come over here a little bit. And when I do another painting of boulders on a nice riverbed, you'll be able to see them better. You'll be able to see the real shapes and how they really look. But this is just an easy way to get some boulders started. And then you can put them in your paintings. When you start doing a painting with boulders and big old rocks in them, you'll have some idea of what to do with them. Good. See? There you go. Just put the little highlights on there. And then you got all kinds of big old boulders and rocks. Now, I can continue doing more highlights. You know, just keep putting on highlights till you get as bright as you want. And then, when you're happy with your highlights and your shapes, when you get big old boulders sitting around on a riverbed, you can put things in between them. So, if you want to use different colors, you can do that too. There we go. So what I'm going to do now is, I'm going to take my liner brush. And I'm going to take my liner brush, and I'll put black. Well, not quite pure black, but you just mix it in with some of those colors that you made with a bit of greens and reds and sort of a grayish color. And start going in around to separate some of these rocks. You can come into the rock a little bit to give it some cracks. You just clean them up. That's all you have to do is clean them up. Put a few little cracks. You can see some cracks already when you look at your rocks. You can almost see cracks already there. But doing this will separate the rocks, and you can round out the ones that are not round enough, or change the shapes a little bit. And just put in a few little cracks here and there. And separate them. See? See how the separation gives it a nice look. Here we go, a few little cracks. Go separate them and bring up some cracks. There we go. Good. A few little ones here. In between here. That's all you really have to do to get those big old boulders going. Cracks make rocks look really good. Makes them look a little more realistic. So when you get them all separated, and put the darks in there so you can separate them, make them more round looking, change some of the shapes if you don't like the shape. And crack down here. So that's about it for this. And when I go and do the other painting, I'll let you know, and then I'll do a nice painting with the big old rocks like this, with the water and trees and all kinds of good things. So hopefully this helped you, and you go ahead and practice your rocks, and I will do another video and I will let you know when it is coming up, so you subscribe so you can get my notice. And then you can try to make all kinds of different rocks. I'll just put the other one back so you can just get an idea of different ways of making rocks. Well, they're not rocks, they're big old boulders. And so that's the end of this video. So you guys go ahead and practice your big old boulders, and I will see you in the next video.